we are celebrating the 5th annual EKAM World Peace Festival. This day's peace meditation is to nurture peace in the minds and the hearts of young people of the world. Why is it so important that the youth of the world must experience a state of peace within themselves? Do you know how many young people are there in the world today? All those aged 25 years and younger constitute 42% of the world's population. And if you take the count of the millennial generation, who have crossed 30 years of age along with Generation Z and Generation Alpha, then together they constitute 54% of world population. Bringing peace to the young people of the world is to bring peace to more than half of humanity. Those of you who are listening to me, please know that your peace would bring about world peace. This is not an understatement. This is the absolute truth. That is why Sri Preethaji and I are on a mission of transforming the young people of the world, creating them into oneness changemakers. A oneness changemaker is someone who can transform themselves and impact the trajectory of the world around them. Records show that human beings ever born on this planet are about 108 billion, and most of them have never known how to free themselves of inner violence. Most people have become pleasure-seeking machines in their body and minds, have become self-engrossed in their way of thinking and actions, only thinking of themselves. There is no other in the picture. Let me ask you, do you truly care for others in your life? Think about it. For a few moments, pause and inquire into yourselves. Not as though you are listening to a lecture, but as people who are deeply concerned about the earth, about society, and about your own future. When you listen to all the pessimistic statistics and figures on the big animals going extinct, big fish in the ocean going extinct, drinking water becoming really scarce in the next 25 to 40 years, and wars breaking out for water, do you even pause and reflect? Do you realize you will be in your 40s and 50s when these calamities begin to cave in on earth? How does it feel when you see a friend, colleague, or a sibling given to depression, addiction, or suicidal tendencies? It hurts. It hurts very deeply, I know. Do not become superficial and escape seeing the truth. Only then you will realize the gravity of these global scenarios and the chaos in the lives of the people around you. An inner revolution must happen within you if this world has to become a peaceful place. If all living beings must exist peacefully on earth. If your loved ones must rise out of the chaos that is engulfing them. And what is this inner revolution? This necessary inner revolution is the movement in your thinking away from separation and self-centricity to inclusivity. Think about it. Why are you going through the process of education? So many years spent between walls of institutions, bent toward books and peering into computer screens. Why? Is it only for your survival? For good placements in some organizations? Or for you to have some pleasure and power in the future? Why do you go to work? Is it to pay bills, make money, and travel some place that is exciting. The entire pursuit might look harmless to you, for that is what you see millions around you do day in and day out. And that is what is expected of you by your parents, teachers, and society. Please note, this self-centric drive of millions echoes misery and violence we see around us. A self-centric and self-serving consciousness is at the root of all greed, all aggression, and all exploitation. It is at the root of all evil on earth. And let me tell you, you can be an instrument of peace and well-being on earth only when you awaken to an inclusive consciousness. You must awaken to a consciousness that cares for the well-being of your neighbor, of your college mate, of your parent and sibling, of the trees, the birds, and the animals around you. You must awaken to a deep concern for the sky, the water, and the land on which you walk. Your career choices must reflect this concern and care. They must arise from a passion to create a difference to the earth and your fellow humans. Every decision and action of yours must be supportive of the well-being of the earth. The food you eat, the clothes you wear, the energy you consume must reflect this care and concern. When millions of young people will make the shift to an inclusive consciousness, there will be a widespread peace on earth for all life forms. Your future can be different. You can make the difference starting today. Let us together move into a state of peace and inclusivity in our consciousness today and radiate to all the young people on earth. Let us collectively meditate and move towards peace.
Bitte schließ die Augen. Atme dreimal bewusst und tief in dein Herz. Spüre, wie sich der Atem in dein Herz hinein und aus ihm heraus bewegt. Fühle, wie sich dein Herz mit jedem Atemzug ausdehnt. In deinem Herzen und im Herzen der ganzen Menschheit ruht eine heilige Kraft. Wenn wir nur lernen, auf diese Kraft zurückzugreifen, können wir großartiges Leben für uns und die Welt verwirklichen. Diese Kraft ist die Kraft der universellen Intelligenz. Sie ist das eine ungebrochene Bewusstseinsfeld, das überall ist. Manche Menschen bezeichnen diese Kraft als Gott oder das Göttliche. Stellen wir nun unsere erste Verbindung mit dieser Kraft her. Bring die Aufmerksamkeit zu deinem Herzen. Spüre die immense Kraft und die Präsenz der göttlichen, universellen Intelligenz in deinem Herzen. Bitte die universelle Intelligenz, dich zu einem Zustand der Inklusivität zu erwecken, der sich um das Wohlergehen deines Nachbarn, deiner Kollegin und deiner Geschwister kümmert. Eine Leidenschaft, etwas für deine Mitmenschen zu bewirken. Bitte darum, dass du zu einem tiefen Gefühl der Fürsorge für die Gewässer und das Land erwachst, für die Bäume, die Vögel und die Tiere um dich herum. Bitte, dass du von der Leidenschaft erfüllt bist, etwas für Mutter Erde zu bewirken. Diese Inklusivität ist Frieden, wo der Frieden und das Wohlergehen des anderen genauso wichtig ist wie dein eigenes. Spüre, wie dein Körper, dein Herz und dein ganzes Wesen von goldenem Friedenslicht erfüllt werden. Ein Zustand der Stille, wie ein endloser Strahlenstrom. Wünsch dir in diesem schönen Raum, dass deine Familienmitglieder in ihrem Herzen friedlich werden. Wünsche nun deinen Freundinnen,
wish for your friends
dass Friede in ihre Herzen einzieht. Wünsche allen jungen Menschen auf diesem Planeten, dass sie in ihren Herzen friedlich werden. Sieh, wie das Feuer des Zorns und des Kummers in ihren Köpfen gelöscht wird und ein schöner Zustand des Friedens das Herz eines jeden jungen Menschen erfüllt. Bitte öffne jetzt die Augen. Blick auf die Friedensflamme. Halte deinen Blick auf die Friedensflamme gerichtet und gib ein heiliges Versprechen ab. Wiederhole dieses Versprechen für dich selbst. Ich werde mich zu einem Changemaker entwickeln und dazu beitragen, eine schöne und friedliche Welt zu schaffen. Spüre, wie dein Herz zum Frieden erwacht. Spüre, wie die Herzen deiner Lieben zum Frieden erwachen. Fühle, wie der Frieden zu jedem Lebewesen auf der Erde fließt.
Namaste.